Hello everyone, this is Cool Pro 195 streaming live with my Happy New Year 2024 to 2025 celebration live stream. That's right people, man's officially live for the very first time ever in 2025. And I've got to say it's great to be back after such a long time. It's been almost an entire year since I've done a live stream. Well, pretty much it's been a whole month, well, practically a whole month less than a year, well, practically a whole month short of a year since I actually did a live stream. Hence 2024 has been such a busy year. A lot of you who probably might have watched a previous live stream from last year would know that I was in all work and no play mode last year. So yeah, there's been a lot going on. Also, yes, I'm completely aware that we are approaching the end of January right now, but of course I couldn't have done the live stream on day one even if I wanted to, but here we are. Of course, there was some personal stuff to sort out at the time, and not only that, but I was out of the country, which I'll get in at some point. But yeah, anyways, it's been such a long time. It's great to be back after almost a whole year. At least I managed to start this live stream earlier than last year as well, because last year I had to do my first live stream with the New Year's celebration live stream in February because of how busy of a year it was. But it paid off because it meant that I got to close the door on a certain chapter, which I'll fill you people in at some point later on in the live stream, presumably during gameplay. Okay, so I'll whip this out to social media, no problem. Also, for those of you who want to jump into the commentary, feel free to. For those of you who want to jump into the commentary and guest commentate within the live stream, as per usual, I'm in the general voice chat channel within the Dingo Crash Discord server. So for those of you who happen to be within that specific Discord server, feel free to jump in to that voice chat channel. And for those of you who are who happen to see me in other Discord servers that I'm actually a part of, and if no one happens to join at some point later on within this Discord server, feel free to make a request for me to move the commentary to another voice chat channel within another server. Anyways, before I forget, honourable shoutouts to both Mr. Original Name and James the Crimson Dragon for your previous donations within past live streams. I highly appreciate every donation that is put forward towards the channel. I highly appreciate the extended level of support is always highly appreciated. But of course, the most important thing is that everyone just pops into the live stream, stops by, jumps in, and everyone just kicks back, relax, and have a chill time. So yeah, this live stream will be more or less partially eventful and also chill at the same time. Especially, given the circumstances. But yeah, it's nice to be back after so long. On top of that, shout out to my most recent follower, Settle_Down191, well technically Settle_Down191, who recently also did a Crash Bash live stream. But yeah, we were pretty much just chilling and talking about Crash Bash and all that. And pretty much how the year has been in general, But yeah, people just bear with me because, especially commentary wise, because since it's been such a long time, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm out of practice, but I'm partially out of touch, which is completely understandable. But I don't know whether it was Mr. Original Name or James the Crimson Dragon that changed his username. It was one of the two. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna post this all out to social media now. Now's the time to do it. Promote yourself. speaking of which, first time chatter, Settle Down 191 jumps in the chat saying, yo, what's cracking? Cheers for stopping by, bro. Highly appreciate it. Yeah, man, I'm legit just, adjusting right now, just posting the link towards a bunch of social media. Well, sorry about that, just had to clear my throat. But yeah, I'm just posting the link to multiple Discord servers right now, that's what I was meant to say. But yeah, anyways, cheers for stopping by, bro. Especially this early in the stream. Yeah, I don't know whether or not you caught the shout out that I actually gave you earlier on, but like the second you jumped in, but if you did, then cool. If not, then fair enough. I mean, everyone just makes it whenever possible, innit? He says, haha, no worries, I just saw the notification. Solid, you got notifications turned on. Highly appreciate that, bro. But yeah, no time like the present to whip this out to multiple Discord servers. And yet, like I said earlier, like in terms of commentary, I'll be partially out of touch because it's been such a long time. Also, last year I only got a chance to do a New Year's live stream as well. Because of how much of a busy year it has been for me personally. I've been in all work no play mode last year due to uni work and all that, but But safe to say, I've closed the door on that chapter when it comes to that particular course. I'll fill, and like I said earlier on, I'll fill people in later on. Settle Down also says, you doing some Crash Bash? I'll be back on it in a couple of days. Yeah, my uni will be starting back up next month. Best of luck, man. Break a leg. Honestly, just do what you can. Just persist and shoot towards your goals. That's what you can do. But yeah. Anyways, since you're new here, I'll pretty much introduce you to like the format of like this type of thumbnail, which a lot of people would be familiar with for those who have actually been watching my content for quite a while now. So yeah, pretty much each character represents the type of game that I'm going to be playing. So yeah, and as you can tell by the render, well, even though the render doesn't always apply, but it does fit like the franchise. But here's one thing that I do every year with these New Year celebration live streams, and I've been doing it since 2020, so it's become a tradition now. So yeah, as a matter of fact, I will be playing Crash Bash to start off with. I'll be doing my annual any % playthrough of Crash Bash, the PS1 PAL version, of course, on EPSXE, as a lot of you who have been keeping up with my channel would completely be aware of in the past. Even I'm aware of other emulators like Mednafen, BizHawk, DuckStation, and RetroArch, or RetroArch, however you pronounce it. But yeah, RetroArch and DuckStation. They're great emulators, but of course, EPSXE is the one that I've actually used quite a lot as well. And not only that, it's also one of the most iconic emulators that have started it all. And it's part of a tradition when it comes to that. Yeah, Settle Down 191 says, that's awesome, I'll be here for it. Yeah, you'll be here for... Feel free to stick around for however long possible. He also says, although it's quite late where I am. Fair enough, I mean, you're in New Zealand, so yeah, that's more than understandable. I'm in the UK right now and it's 9:43 AM at this point in my time zone. But yeah, like, either way, I still appreciate you stopping by, 100%. Some people, I know the fact that some people are going to be extremely happy that I'm back. Because, long story short, my presence within the Discord servers have been in such high demand at some point. Like, well, for quite a while now. Well, I wouldn't exactly say 100% in such high demand, but... let's just say, it's been a busy year. Yeah, I really want to get to gameplay too. There's a lot that I gotta get off as well. Just go send it off all to these Discord servers. So yeah, anyways, I'll be starting off with Crash Bash, and then after I finish Crash Bash, I plan to be playing the original Rayman on the Atari Jaguar. And that's like the proper original version of the game, since that was the first version of Rayman that was ever released. And afterwards, if all goes to plan, I plan to play the original Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, I'll be playing. So yeah, that'll be Crash Bash on EPSXE, Rayman on Virtual Jaguar, and Sonic the Hedgehog on Kega Fusion. So yeah, the OG Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Mega Drive. He also says, yeah, it's almost 11 PM over here. I'm just in the game with a couple of friends, so I'll chat where I can. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. I appreciate you stopping by regardless. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Just networking pays off, you know. I don't know whether or not I posted twice on one of them. Okay. Yeah. Right, that's better. Also, there are a few live streams that I haven't been able to watch. Like, I know for a fact that Abdul and Geordie did a live stream. Well, they did like a Crash Bash race live stream, a Crash Bash 200% race live stream, which they did it quite recent actually. It was a couple of days ago now, but I didn't get a chance to watch it because I've been sorting stuff out and also been doing stuff in partial preparation for this live stream on top of that. But yeah, Abdul the Arabic guy did a Crash Bash 200% speedrun with Geordie925. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Geordie around in like ages, but you know, we've all been doing our own thing. And like I said, 2024 has been such a busy year for me personally. In fact, it's been such a jungle of a year from a personal perspective. Sometimes that's the way it's got to be in order to shoot towards your goals. Oh, cool. Selldown191 says, I've been doing a race on Spyro Reignited with a friend, but at the moment, I think she doesn't want to continue, sadly. But it's sort of a mutual decision for now. Fair enough, I mean, everyone, just like I said, everyone's got their own stuff going on. I mean, of course, like, it is unfortunate if it's not 100, if the sentiment is not 100%, you know, if the sentiment is not 100% mutual, but that's the way it's gotta be sometimes. Yeah, 100% mutual or not. Like, it's just the way life is, and the older you get, the more you accept stuff, you know. Like, the less you sweat the small stuff when you get older. That's just the basic philosophy of life. Or part of it anyway. I think the way Discord is loaded, it's... Sorry about that. Sometimes coughs just burst out unexpectedly. They just pop out unexpectedly like bitches. But anyways, yeah, sometimes you just can't control everything. Yeah, it's not too hard to piece together. Yeah, Settle Down even says, yeah, I know she's got a bunch of stuff going on too, so I don't want to bother her too much either. Yeah, that's all well and good as long as everyone's looking after themselves the best way possible. Like, that's how you can be, fully equipped in order to not only help yourself out, but other people in the process. But yeah, not too long now till we jump into gameplay. Yeah, that's the main thing. Precisely that, bro. But yeah, some points are just gonna be chill, some points are gonna be somewhat quiet, but it's understandable. Like I said, it's been ages since I've done a live stream. Honestly, it's like the bigger the gap you leave between live streams, the more overwhelming it is to come back. It's like the palpitations are real, bro. It's like, it really takes it to the next level. But of course, it had to be done for the greater good. Yep, I'm in a fuck ton of Discord servers. Been live for almost 20 minutes right now. Approaching half an hour soon enough. But to be fair, with some servers, Discord is a bit slow with loading some of them. Honestly, it's gonna be refreshing seeing people come back. He also says, and Rayman sounds good too. Indeed it does. Rayman sounds epic. Especially for reasons I'm about to get into at some point. Now, look at what we have here. A self-promoter. Time for you to fuck off. Consider your bitch ass blocked and banned. No one's gonna see your bitch ass again. Anyways, now for the people that are actually here to post legitimate comments, stay tuned. But yeah, I do apologize on your behalf, people. But I sincerely apologize on your behalf. settle down. It's like, these good old bots. I got a few of them too. Yeah, there's no escaping them sometimes. I mean, I know you can filter the chat. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't 100% like, you know, have the time. I mean, I know it only takes one time to do it, but I'm not like 100% always on Twitch, so it's like, it's just one of those things that just, well, not necessarily slip past you, but it's just one of those things that, you know, you can sort of live without, because it doesn't take too much effort to ban someone manually either. So yeah, there's pretty much two sides to that coin, to be fair. Okay, that's officially that part out of the way. But anyways, before I proceed, it's pretty interesting how, like, you know, how far these franchises have come. As a matter of fact, 2025, we're officially in the year that Crash Bash hits its 25th anniversary, and not only that, Rayman also hits its 30th anniversary on top of that, which is next level. And man, that's actually, that one specifically is actually just, you know, portraying my age per se, for reasons I'll get into at some point. But yeah, that's interesting. So Sonic the Hedgehog is like past its, it's like past its 30s or 40s right now. But yeah, I'll have to look back into that. But it's an epic franchise. Seldown also says, haha, I'm 1 year older than Crash Bash. I'll be 26 in June. Interesting. Both our birthdays are in June. As a matter of fact, I'm actually 5 years older than Crash Bash, which is like next level. Honestly, like, existential vibes all around when it comes to all these franchises. It's like these games that we grew up with, they're just like, they're pretty much turning into the ages that, you know, we're turning at the same time, because it's like I said, we grew up with them. That's just the way it is. Alright, time for some action. Time to boot up the PS1 emulator. Let me just set all this up. Well, I've actually set a lot of stuff up ahead of time, so yeah. Oh yeah, he also says, yeah, GTA and Crash are the two franchises that I grew up with mostly and still my main games. Yeah, GTA is epic on top of that. But yeah, there'll be some things that I would like to discuss, especially since 2024 as an entire year is a lot to account for. So yeah, I'm just gonna be firing this up. Alright, here we go, so you're not left with a black screen for too long. Let's cue the PS1 startup sequence. I sincerely apologize for that, people, if you heard that in the background, but yeah, just that's been dealt with now. Okay, no time like the present.
Sony Computer Entertainment Europe presents a Universal Interactive Studios production. Developed by Eurocom Entertainment Software. Crash Bash!
Okay people, here we are with Crash Bash for the PlayStation 1. Time for the annual any percent completion playthrough. Wait, let's double check that volume mixer. Perfect, okay. Yeah, because that was the problem with the livestream last year. Like, the volume mixer was kind of... I don't know why, but it just reset itself for whatever fucking reason. But here we are. Let's get to business. As per usual, I'll be playing as Crash Bandicoot. Let's start the adventure, people.
How many times must you be told? You cannot defeat me.
I have heard enough of your shallow wisdom. It is I who is the strongest, and it is evil that will ultimately prevail.
This bickering can go on no longer. We must resolve this once and for all time.
For once, feeble brother, I agree with you. We shall settle this argument. Prepare to fight.
No, Uka Uka. The ancients would not allow it. There can be no malice between us.
A contest then. Good against evil. Your players against mine.
Very well. Summon the teams.
Cortex, welcome. You and your friends have been summoned here to do battle. A battle between good and evil. A battle to the end. May the best player win.
Uka, this is not a fair contest. You have too many players. If your confidence in evil is so great, you can win with equal sides. You must surrender two of your team.
Very well. Choose.
Let the games begin.
Okay, here we are in the warp room. No time like the present to start the any % completion playthrough. So yeah, the objective here is to pick up 22 trophies, 15 gems, and 12 crystals. Those are the minimum requirements that we need in order to unlock the Oxide Ride boss fight. So yeah, settle down. What do you know? Mad Dog 69 SB just stepped up in the building. Welcome to the live stream, and he's just here lurking right now, but still, I highly appreciate you popping in. And yes, commentary wise, as I mentioned before, it'll take a bit of time to, recalibrate, readjust per se. But anyways, yes, settle down. Says the warp music in this game I got really addicted to, and I can't stop listening to it on repeat for the past few days. Lol, tell me about it. This track's a fucking bop. Proper tune, man. It's cool walking around the warp room and all. But anyways, let's get to business with the playthrough itself. It even says, yeah man, it's a banger. Yeah, like, it's a proper old school banger. If you grew up with this, your childhood was awesome.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. Yeah, there are multiple ways which this can play out. So some of the stuff that I have to say, it'll eventually come back to me, but I'd have to say, since this is a New Year's celebration livestream, even though we're getting even deeper and deeper into the new year now, how's the start of 2025 been? For those of you who have actually jumped into the chat. I've got to say, for me it's been partially eventful, but at the same time, there was some stuff to sort out. But nevertheless, I think in terms of the overall vibe of the start of 2025, it's different compared to 2023 and 2024. And I'll explain why. So to make a bit of a comparison here, 2023, which is, I think, the year that felt, the most recent year that, felt the most normal in comparison to the years before that, actually felt like a fresh start, because it was cleaning up, it was pretty much cleaning up the mess that was, left behind from the previous 3 years, 2020, 2021, and 2022. So it was a slate that needed to be wiped clean, which, made it feel like a fresh start. I gotta be really careful here. This is a trophy challenge, I can't afford to fuck this up. But yeah. Okay, I was too concentrated on my commentary there, but 3, okay, retake.
1, go!
Fuck this. I know it's not a rage quit. Okay, that never happened, people. That never happened. Alright, here we go.
1, go!
I think I'll read some of your comments in a bit. Yeah, I'm partially out of touch with the game too, since it's been such a long time. But that's what happens. But yeah, as I was saying, 2023 did actually feel like more of a fresh start compared to the previous few years. But then, like, when it came to 2024, that year felt more like a continuation, because of the fact that, you know, 2023 was actually such a good year in terms of the way certain things have panned out. Well, in the way certain things have panned out. And not only that, but... and not from a general perspective, but also like from a personal perspective, because it was a productive year for me, and pretty much 2024 was a continuation of that. So 2024 was like, it was pretty much a year where I was just taking care of unfinished business, which is why, like, you know, I went into all work no play mode in the first place. So yeah, it's just a lot to do with finishing all that unique coursework for the game development course that I was taking, taught by Harvard University, which is an online game development course. And it's great to, and honestly it feels great to have finally closed the door in that chapter. Also, not everyone gets the chance to call themselves a Harvard University graduate, but you know, that's just the way it is when you see an opportunity. You gotta take it. It's just part of life. But yeah, 2024 was a great, you know, closing chapter to that, and which, as a result, 2025 started off as, like, you know, a fresh start of its own. So like, it's not necessarily a continuation, it's more of an aftermath right now, because it's pretty much like the steps that I'm taking afterwards, like after all of that, you know. But yeah, I hope everyone else has had a good start to the year, because the past years have certainly been productive for me, and this year's definitely been like, it's been a good year to settle into. I mean, I know some people are already like branding it as a write-off or whatever, but that's not really the case, because I know for a fact that it's not been a bad start to the year at all. It's just been people acting like idiots, making stupid decisions. That's pretty much all it is. Some people even want to go as far as dragging the year through the mud, just because, like, they have, like, you know, their own problems going on, and then they're just taking out on other people, which is completely unfair. Like, that's certainly not the way to go. For those that are doing that, actually need to pull their head in and cut it the fuck out, because it reflects badly on them, and it's problematic enough for you to make yourself miserable, but to make everyone else around you miserable is a fucking piss take. No one asked for this, and anyone who's actually, you know, anyone that's actually trying to make, you know, a positive start to the year and everything will not, I'm willing to bet is not putting up with it. I'm certainly not putting up with that shit, which is why, you know, it's just best to get on with your life. Because playing the blame game, throwing around false accusations left, right and centre is not gonna fix any problem that's present. If anything, it's just gonna create another problem when there isn't one. That's just how life works. Okay, here we go. Just like that. That's Crash Ball complete. Plus, the trophy challenge was piss easy. Like, I did not expect to lose that one. And in a way, I could have saved myself on that last ball, but like I said, I was too caught up with the commentary. But anyways, let's jump into the gem challenge. Okay, so they have the unfair advantage of having more points than me. Well, more health points than me per se. But yeah, Showdown says honestly a lot better than the second half of 2024 for me. That's great to hear.
3, 2, 1.
as long as it's an improvement on the previous year, that's all that matters. That's the most important thing. Well, one of the most important things, but you get the picture. But yeah, for those that take shit out on other people for no reason, like, it doesn't reflect well on them, because like, it's not gonna paint a good picture of them, because it has a knock-on effect on everyone else around them. Then it reflects, because like, it's not gonna paint a good picture of them, because it has a knock-on effect on everyone around them, and on top of that, it reflects badly on them as a result, and then some. There's plenty more when that, you know, there's plenty more where that came from. So yeah, it's just basic philosophy that you gotta live by. Just concentrate on what you're doing and don't create problems for other people that don't deserve it. Because adding to someone else's bullshit when they got their own problems going on as it is, that's only gonna reflect even worse on you as a person. But anyways, that's pretty much that out of the way. The same logic applies to every year. There's always gonna be people like that at the start of the year, but sometimes some of this stuff, although it does bear repeating, it is good to start everything off on a good note. It is good to get it out in the open sometimes too, if it needs, like, you know, a fresh perspective. Well, in order to provide a fresh perspective for it per se. So yeah, that's the gem challenge complete, and interestingly enough, I was more concentrated on the commentary this time round too. So yeah, that was a bit of an ironic loss at the start. I wouldn't even call it a loss, I just call it, like, you know, pure RNG stupidity, because let's face it, a lot of the outcomes within the levels of this game are like purely based on RNG, and also the AI's positioning and stuff. So yeah, this crystal challenge, I got a function without the extra kick. So yeah, they get that unfair advantage. Just trolling them. Okay, let's be careful. Gotta take some real precaution here. In addition to what I was talking about in terms of comparing the years, this also partially relates to that. So like, I've been rewatching, you know, past editions of this livestream that I've been doing, as in like, you know, past New Year's celebration livestreams that I did. Although like, I only went as far back as the 2023 one, because I think that one was also pretty memorable. And that one, the 2023 New Year's celebration livestream was actually a really fun one to do, especially with the vibe and the commentary and stuff. Because shortly before that, I actually saw, like, you know, a livestream slash speedrun, well, a speedrun livestream between Tsukimi, the Lucky Charms guy, Justin Bandy Dragon, and Carscoder, with Eric Crash as a guest commentator, and that livestream was like really fun to watch. It created so many priceless, it had so many priceless moments in that, to the point where it just, every time I play this now, just reminds me of that livestream on top of that. Especially with the Crystal Challenge of Crash Ball, where Carscoder entered it and everyone was like, oh, he's gaming! It was priceless, like, when they did that. It was like, the second he entered it, when he could have taken an easier route, he was like, oh, he's gaming! Like, he doesn't care about the route, he's gaming! Why? Because he's fucking gaming! He has his own route! He doesn't have to play by your rules! Okay, we're jumping into Polar Panic. A little bit sooner than anticipated. Well, not really a bit sooner than anticipated, but not in terms of gameplay, but in terms of commentary, because I was in the middle of that topic. But yeah, I can understand why things feel a bit mixed up for me personally right now, because it's been a while since I've done a live stream. And I'm sort of like building on the memories within previous New Year's celebration live streams that I've been doing. But you know, sometimes it's just one of those things, you can't 100% replicate a memory. Okay, that was fucking cheap. That's the second time that happened. That's the second time I lost like the first round of a trophy challenge. What the fuck is going on? Very cheaply as well, might I add. Come on man, this is 2025. This cannot be a bad year. Come on 2025. Do us some fucking justice. I'm sorry bro, but I just had to wipe the slate clean. I pulled a fucking Doctor Entropy just then. For those of you that have played Crash 4, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, you'll get the reference anyway. Okay, 500 pound weight off you fuck. Okay, Cortex doesn't want it. Let's see if Thriller wants it. I have to admit, that was a close one because Willaroo was... He was proper up close and personal, he was right upon Crash's tail. See? A round like that could have been cleared in seconds. From Exhibit A.
3, 2, 1.
As Exhibit A has presented. But yeah, anyways, let's fuck this shit up. Okay, I'll read more of your comments in a bit. Although I have to say, in terms of the comments, the chats have been like, you know, less of a... what do you call it? They've been like less of a spam fest per se, because it's not like, you know, too many walls of text being posted like all in one go. Because at least like that I can get like, you know, more topics out, and all the topics just feel like, it just feels like I'm more, you know, well, not as to say in control of the conversation, well, not saying as to say in control of a commentary, but like, you know, have more structure with the commentary per se. So it's easier to structure.
3, 2, 1, go!
But yeah, for those of you who don't know, like Eric Crash, like, yeah, he also at some point, well, in recent years changed his name to Serix or Serix, however you want to pronounce it. For reasons that he can rightly explain himself. Well, for reasons that he can rightfully explain himself. Yeah, that's a more correct way of saying it. But yeah, like I said people, it's been a while, so bear with me. Top of that, like, actually, I'll leave that to after I read like one of your comments. Oh no, you're not stealing my light bulb. You're not stealing my lightning bolt. I don't know why the fuck I called it a light bulb just then.
Crash wins.
Yeah, that's part of the game, you know. Just break off all those ice caps in order to push off your opponents. Okay, so Settledown 101 says, well, good luck with the Crash Bash playthrough. I'm gonna head to bed since I'm working tomorrow at my granddad's. Well, tomorrow morning. Well, since I'm working tomorrow morning at my granddad's. Best of luck, man, and also interesting that you're working at your granddad's. It's nice to know, like, you're also keeping it in the family too. But anyways, that topic aside, you know, best of luck at work tomorrow. Honestly, I can 100% relate to that. He also says, hopefully I'll catch another one of your streams, or I'll catch you in mine. Yeah, that's it bro. Vice versa type of situation. Also, yeah, like I said earlier on, cheers for stopping by, highly appreciate it.
3,
Okay, gem challenge.
go!
Oh yeah, since you just left, and you know, we can't really... Actually, you know what? Since I might be live streaming for a while, since like, you know, I got like 3 games to play within this live stream, there's a chance I might see you back here again, but you know, whether or not I see you back here, I hope you had a great time stopping by for the amount of time you were here. And also, yeah, building on the topic that we were actually, you know, talking about yesterday, about the game's RNG and all that shit. Yeah, like, sometimes the game's RNG does take the piss to a point where it does, like, make you partially lose trust in the game, per se. Okay, like, I'm trying to manage pushing them off, plus the time, plus the remaining time I have left. Okay. I gotta say, that was pretty fortunate on my end. I had 11 seconds to spare with the gem. Oh cool, you're still here for a bit of time. It just says, yeah, thanks man, hope you have a good day too. Very chill streams, I'll definitely be back for more. Yeah, of course. Highly appreciate that, and also vice versa on top of that. Okay, let's jump into the crystal challenge. Yeah, this could definitely go one or two ways. This could go multiple ways. But yeah, we'll see how it pans out. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have to say about the events that happened last year as well. I've got to be really careful because I remember in last year's live stream, what fucked me up on the very first round was that the lightning bolt actually struck me, and that was literally the cause of my demise on that first round. So yeah, man, just had like a brief flashback. I just had like a brief split-second flashback just then. Okay, I gotta be really careful. Fucking hell. You know what takes the piss even more? The fact that, you know, it lasts too... When you get electrocuted by that bolt, it lasts way too long. That's what pisses me off about it. And on top of that, I almost had him as well. So yeah, that was a piss take on top of a piss take. Okay, I need that lightning bolt. I need that more than all 3 of them. They can all fuck off. Okay, fuck them all. Son of a bitch! Come on. That was... Okay, that was lucky considering the circumstances. Okay. I almost propelled Cortex into that shit. Almost propelled him into the fucking icy ocean just there. Oh, that was close. I was underneath the lightning bolt, but it didn't strike me. I bypassed its timer. Man, I'm legit just trying to manage the AI's positioning. Okay, that's Shrillaroo out of the picture. And Koala Kong out of the picture on top of that. Okay, so I don't know whether or not that was a better outcome than the one that panned out last year, but fuck it, man's taking it. Okay, here we go, Pogo Painter. We're approaching this real soon. This one is actually really fun as well. It's definitely one of my favourite ones. Like, not just aesthetic, but music as well. This game had an epic soundtrack. Shout out to Steve Duckworth. Man, I need them speed shoes. Okay, here we are, people vandalizing the jungle floor. This game practically taught people how to, like, you know... This game taught people how to, you know, put spray cans at the bottom of their fucking pogo sticks and then just spray paint the floor. How does that even work exactly? I don't know. I don't know, I'm just like having a laugh here, just in for sport. I know realistically that doesn't work, but you get the picture. Alright. Okay, I need as many colored squares as possible. Fucking hell, well, at least I won.
Crash wins.
It takes the piss when they get in the way, but
2, 1, go.
at least I won that round. Like I said, like, it's all part of managing AI. Fucking hell, Rillaroo. Payback, bitch. No way you're fucking slipping past Crash. Man, for real. That legit just reminds me of that How I Met Your Mother reference. Like, the Timos. You gotta wake up pretty early to slip one past the Timos. You gotta wake up pretty early to slip one by the Timos. Yeah, he actually says by and not past, but sometimes like it's... But sometimes it's pretty fitting to use the word past as well. At least me personally. But fuck it. But yeah man, you're not slipping one past the Timos. Yeah, Crash is the new Timos people, it's confirmed. Man, this is... That missile wasn't exercised. That missile shot wasn't exercised in futility, man. Because I still won the round. It was all for nothing.
2, 1, go.
Alright, here we go. Son of a bitch. Okay, round 3, here we go. But yeah, like with jungle floor vandals, but Crash still ain't been charged. This motherfucker still ain't been charged, you know? Ah, son of a bitch. But yeah, the vibe does certainly feel different, especially with how things have been panning out. Okay, that's a good score. Like, it's interesting how, like, back in the old days, you'd glance past the fact that, you know, the positioning or the UV mapping of the tiles is like, in a way sort of inconsistent, telling by the gaps that you can see in between the tiles. Especially, like, the bulkier black gaps. Like, you wouldn't notice them on a CRT, but like on an actual, but now that we have like more powerful technology and all that, it's higher resolutions, it's easier to clock it, you know. Also, if you're a game developer or just at least have game development knowledge such as myself, it'd be even easier for you to clock. Alright, here we go, let's jump into the gem challenge.
Go.
Okay, they got 20 points less than me, which means I really gotta push them aside. Son of a bitch. fucking hell. Okay, this is... Okay, that's... What do you call it? I can't even remember what it's called, man. That's just fucking bullshit. Well, I was gonna say something else. It was more like a legal term, like... I wouldn't say like... I wouldn't say like domestic abuse or something, but like that's... But yeah, that's a criminal offense. But that one was piss easy though. All these missiles that they shoot at me and they still lose the round. It's like... It's like, get on my level. It's like, bitch, please get on my level. Okay, time to pop into the crystal challenge. The one with the poisonous magic mushrooms. I really got to take precaution with this one.
3, 2, 1.
It's pure insanity. This one's certainly gonna be like a fucking next level trip of a level. That's for sure. Speaking of next level trips, that legit reminds me of... Like, I've mentioned this in like a few of the New Year's celebration live streams as well, but yeah, this reminds me of 3 years ago when one of my old work friends was actually playing GTA 5 whilst being high on magic mushrooms, or whilst getting high on magic mushrooms. I'm like, that's a next level trip, bro. It's like bro's having a trip of a lifetime, you know what I'm saying? It's like GTA 5 plus magic mushrooms, like that's fucked up. Well, speaking of GTA, like GTA 6 is gonna be like... GTA 6, man, super pumped. You know, apparently originally it was gonna come out this year. But then, like, according to speculation, it was delayed until 2026. So, I don't know for sure whether it's gonna come out this year or next year. Plus, we haven't had an official trailer since, like, the first trailer that dropped in late 2023. But yeah, either way, I'm still pumped for that game. Okay, I'm going to have to be really careful, take proper precaution for these magic mushrooms. They spawn in, like, the most fucked up times and places possible. Okay, got it done the first round this time. Perfect. Well, perfect for the outcome. Well, perfect for the situation anyway, because don't want to be in the same predicament for too long. That's for sure. Jungle Bash. These Bash levels are pretty fun. Honestly, I really like the premise of these games because... I mean, I really like the premise of, like, you know, these Bash type of levels. Because they just... Because with, like, these on-foot mechanics, like, you're actually able to utilize the character's actual moveset. So, like, that's one of the reasons why these are one of my favorite types of minigames. Well, I wouldn't say minigame genre, but like... I wouldn't say minigame genre. Well, minigame genre. I'd say, like, you know, type of level. Cortex got pummeled. These are also the perfect type of levels for roughhousing. Just pull a Marshall Erickson. But yeah, there's no routine about some of this shit. I know, like, but hey people, like, it's partially become a tradition now in a way. Like, it's not a cool Pro 195 live stream. It's not a cool Pro 195 live stream without pretty much like E4 show references. It's not a cool Pro 195 live stream without the Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother references. Also general sitcom references and also like sitcom references in general on top of that. I gotta be really careful. What the fuck? Rillaroo survived that nitro crate explosion. How the fuck did he swing that? Okay, TNT just randomly exploded right next to Cortex. Let's do this shit. But yeah, Sumi, those... Yeah, but fucking Sumi, those sitcoms are timeless. They're timeless as fuck, bro. They're priceless and timeless on top of that. Priceless and timeless, that's a bar in itself. Sometimes it's fun to do a bit of taunting.
Crash wins.
Okay, I was gonna say, it felt like it was taking a bit longer than usual. Just a little bit longer than usual to defeat them. Especially for a trophy challenge. Okay, gem challenge time, let's jump in.
Three, two, one, go!
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, just keep your nitro crates to yourself. Well, keep your TNT crates to yourself. What the fuck? Okay, that was cheap. Doesn't normally happen, especially in this gem challenge. That was close. But then again, I got to manage the time on top of that. Perfect. Well, almost perfect, but take what I can get. Fuck it. Alright, the crystal challenge, let's jump in. This one's priceless in a way, with like the nitro crate shooting out that massive tiki idol. Well, not the tiki idol, but yeah, it is the idol. I was gonna say, I thought I was getting stuff mixed up, but yeah, like I said, people, it's been ages. At least the trick to this one is that you can kite the nitro crates to, like, the AI, so then it fucks them over, as opposed to you. Just follows the player everywhere it goes. Okay, I'm running low on health. Yeah, just let them fight it out. Okay, the nitro crate did the job for me. Did me a solid. What an idiot, like, he almost got blown up by the TNT crate. That was just about to, he was just standing next to a detonating TNT crate. What the fuck? Okay, that was pretty cheap the way that happened.
3, 2, 1,
Fucking I don't even remember I don't even remember the fucking nitro crate explosion radius being that big. Fuck that shit. It really has been ages. But yeah, I put it down to bad RNG because there's too much of... Okay, that was even more cheap. What the fuck? We were both low on health at that point. But he just had slightly more health than me. Fucking hell. What the fuck? I could have been done with this by now, I'm not even joking. Fucking hell, like, the most stupidest shit is happening at the most stupidest times. Like... I mean, I know the trick is to like... get as many nitro crates to hit the opponents as possible, and not only that, but damage the rest of the opponents as possible the conventional way on top of that, but... Man... This is fucked up. That was so fucking cheap. I mean, I know he's gonna throw it there, but I didn't know it was gonna... But I didn't know it was gonna fucking... You know, get to that extent. That TNT crate legit just disappeared without an explosion particle. But yeah, no, I think I should have won the first one because that one was pure bullshit. About fucking time. Okay, time to face Papu Papu. Alright. So yeah, I was here longer than anticipated. Like I said, like, when the RNG fucks you over, it partially makes you lose trust in the game in a way. But anyways, yeah, let's jump into Papu Pummel.
Well done. You have completed the challenges that have been set for you in this walkthrough. To progress to the next set of games, you must defeat the mighty Papu Papu.
Three, two, one, go!
Alright, here we go. Sup, little bro? Sup, little cuz? But yeah, here we are fighting Papu Papu. It's one of the, pretty much like the piss easiest boss fight in the game. I'm not surprised. It's actually fun to interact with, like, you know, the AI sometimes, especially like from a childhood perspective, back from when I was a kid. Especially like, also like, from a childhood perspective, it was always fun to like, you know, just to see like, you know, Crash and the little minions, the little Crash Bandicoot minions play out. Because it's like Crash playing with his like little brothers or cousins or whatever. Plus the spinning animation, just, it looked partially adorable from like a visual standpoint. Just by the way the spinning and, just telling by the way the spinning animation looks. But yeah, only from that perspective. But yeah, Papu Papu, like I said, piss easy boss fight to defeat. I know I say this like every year, but like, if they were to remaster a Crash, if they were to like remake or remaster Crash Bash, like the minions shouldn't just be like, shouldn't always be Crash. They should also, they should be like miniature versions of the character that you're currently playing as, depending on the character that you're actually playing as. That would be really interesting if they were to remake, their game. But anyways, let's jump into Warprim 2. Alright, beach ball, here we go. It would have made a lot of sense for Crash Bash to get a remake this year, or a remake announcement this year, but I'm completely 100% aware of the probability of it happening. I'm not sure whether or not it will happen, because not everything has to happen on an anniversary year. But not only that, but especially with how Activision have been treating the franchise, just because they had like the most bullshit expectations possible. It's like there was no. It's like they're only running themselves like into the ground. I mean, of course they got Call of Duty, their cash cows, to like help them out, but that's pretty much it. Apart from that, it's not really, you know, that great. Apart from that, like, it's not looking good in terms of like how they're dealing with other companies. It's like ever since Microsoft purchased Activision, like Activision just like, you know, started taking the piss and all that shit. And pretty much like half the team of Toys for Bob got laid off. But now at this point, they're like slowly rehiring their older staff. And it got to a point where Toys for Bob were like, fuck this, I've had enough. It was like the fuck this, I've had it was like, you know, the fuck this, I've had enough mentality came into play. So then Toys for Bob were like, you know what, fuck this. Toys for Bob were like, you know what, fuck this, we've had enough. And decided to go independent and become like an indie game development company. But now here's a bit of a twist. Toys for Bob have actually, after they went into like, you know, after they went independent, like shortly afterwards, I mean, I'm not sure if it was shortly afterwards, but sometime after that, sometime after they became an in-development video game dependent studio, surprise surprise, they partnered up with Microsoft. The people who actually, well, the company that actually bought out Activision, well, bought out both Activision and Blizzard put together after they formed that partnership. So yeah, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know whether or not, if a game developer partners with a publisher, does that game developer become the boss of like, you know, said child company that is like parent to the publisher that you know, your company is in partnership with? Or does that mean like you still have the same problem? Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but you know, shit happens. Shit really does happen. Especially the most unanticipated shit, but that's just how it is. But yeah, long story short, Toys for Bob were like, fuck this, I've had enough, went indie, and then partnered up with Microsoft, who are now also still the current owners of Activision plus Blizzard put together. But it's interesting to speculate upon, I'm not sure, like, because here's the thing, like, if like your development company is in partnership with a company that's actually a parent to a certain publisher, does that make your company partially like, you know, the bosses of that company that you know, of that said child partner, or that said child company? I'm not sure how that works in the gaming industry, but you know, it's interesting to speculate upon. But yeah, it was a piss take, because also because of that, certain projects actually got scrapped. You know, there was actually supposed to be, like, even got to a point where like we were supposed to get a brand new game. We were actually supposed to get like a brand new game which was supposed to be a Crash Bandicoot 5 or something like that, or some type of brand new game. But it was supposed to be like but based on like all the information that was, you know, not necessarily leaked, but like just finally based on all the information that was made public, apparently there's supposed to be a Crash Bandicoot 5 in development, and probably it still is supposed to be in development. But it got scrapped. The project got canned because of Activision's. The project got canned because of Activision's bullshit expectations of Crash 4 trying to meet, you know, a certain sales figure margin that Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, well, that both Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled had hit. And Crash Bandicoot 4 didn't hit that margin, well, it didn't hit that barrier for very obvious reasons, because of the timing that it was released. It was released in 2020, the time COVID hit, so what the fuck were Activision expecting? Of course there was going to be a dip in sales, but no, because of that they threw some big ass tantrum and decided to lay off practically half of the Toys for Bob development team, which fucking took the piss. But yeah, like, I don't blame Toys for Bob for going independent after the crappy way, after, you know, the crap that they've been put through. So yeah, the gaming industry is actually pretty brutal on top of everything else. The grass isn't always greener in the gaming industry, I gotta tell you. Even though, like, the prospect of making games is fun and all that, the gaming industry is also unforgiving, it's not kind, when certain corrupt companies like that just put such bullshit practices into play and just take the piss. Like, Activision just have their values seriously mixed up. On top of that, Crash Team Rumble, circulating back onto Crash Team Rumble now. Yeah, this is pretty much the case. In addition to that, Crash Team Rumble was actually supposed to have 5 online multiplayer seasons, but only ended up having 3, because of the fact that Toys for Bob actually had enough. Like, they got fucking pissed off and had enough and suddenly became a development studio. And honestly, like, I don't blame Toys for Bob for those actions, because to be mistreated in that type of way, to a point where, like, they get like half of their company made redundant or laid off, or whatever the fuck happened, whatever the fuck Activision did to those staff members, but yeah, whatever happened there, that threw like a massive spanner in the works, which caused Toys for Bob to quit. Well, quit their deal, quit their partnership with Activision. Or like, I'm not sure if you can even call it partnership, but to, like, you know, can their projects for Activision in order to work on independent projects.
3, 2, 1, go!
But yeah, with that being the case, none of that can happen now. I don't even remember whether or not I was actually using the magnetizing power up, because I was way too caught up in the commentary. And yep, we're in the gem challenge now. But yeah, that was a massive... because of that, Crash Team Rumble took a hit. So, like, they've mistreated Toys for Bob, and it had a knock-on effect on their companies. They laid off half their staff, and then as a result, it fucked up the company. Well, it didn't fuck up the company, but as a result, Crash Team Rumble suffered a major blow. See, everything that they've had planned for Crash Team Rumble went down the tubes. It's pretty fucked up. Like, went completely down the tubes. Honestly, it's like, we don't even know what to expect. The gaming industry is definitely unpredictable. I'm gonna level with you though. The seasons that are like an online multiplayer game with just seasons like and no like actual offline gameplay, that doesn't make a game last long, because of course there's gonna come a point in time where that, you know, there's gonna come a point in time, or of course there's gonna come a later point in time where that game is no longer up for gameplay, as in like they're gonna shut down the servers. So yeah, that's why it doesn't work. There's legit gonna come a point in time where that game is no longer gonna be playable because of the fact that Activision abruptly decide to shut down the servers. I think that's a gem challenge, but yeah.
2, 1, go!
Okay, here we go. I really gotta concentrate too. But yeah, that's just the thing, you don't know what to expect. But they had so much shit planned for Crash Team Rumble as an online PvP game. As a matter of fact, it wasn't just meant to be an online PvP game with like a crossover with Spyro. It was actually meant to be an Activision-wise... No, not wise, I can't speak for shit right now. It was actually supposed to be an Activision-wide... Like... It was like what they had planned with the game development. So like, they were actually... What do you call it? How do I put it? Just trying to remember exactly what I wanted to say about that. How exactly to structure it properly. But yeah, they were trying to conceptualize the concept. Well, not conceptualize the concept, but throughout the game's development, well, during the development of Crash Team Rumble, they were... Well, during... Wait, let me get this out properly. But yeah, during the development of Crash Team Rumble, they were anticipating on conceptualizing the premise of it being an Activision-wide multi-IP crossover, which featured like multiple different characters from not only Crash and Spyro, but also from Call of Duty and Overwatch, because of the fact that, you know, they wanted it to include other characters from like other franchises and not just Crash and Spyro. But it's interesting, like, I don't know how that would even play it out. Like, imagine fucking Captain Price in the same game as Crash Bandicoot. That'd be priceless. But yeah, picture Captain Price in the same game as Crash Bandicoot. That'd be priceless. Pun partially intended, but you know, yeah, I wanted to say that about that bullshit notification, but yeah. I sincerely apologize if you heard that, people, but yeah. Another predicament I had to take care of. I mean, you tell people the same thing time and time again, and they just repeat the same action regardless. It is a bit of a piss take. But yeah, that's what they were doing. I don't know how that would have panned out, to be honest. I'm not sure, like... A lot of people would have had mixed feelings about that. Honestly, that was a big premise to conceptualize, but you know, that was the whole point. But because of those final 2 seasons got scrapped, like, we can't have like, you know, we can't have like all these added extras that were originally supposed to be part of the game, but now that plan is incomplete. Because legit, Toys for Bob had enough of Activision's bullshit, and rightfully so. That's just the way it's gotta be. But yeah, it's no fun when you lose your train of thought sometimes. But yeah, it's interesting, like, what was gonna happen. I wonder how Crash Bandicoot 5 would have panned out. Interestingly enough, the Academy of Evil was actually gonna be one of the base hub worlds on top of that. That was like part of the plan for this potential Crash Bandicoot 5 that was in the works. Which, by the way, didn't make it very far into development. It only got as far as concept art, at least to my personal recollection. Okay, let's jump into the Crystal Challenge. Oh, this is the one with the fucking force fields. Also, interestingly enough, this makes it even more clear that, you know, the aesthetic of these levels were actually based off the underwater levels from Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Actually, no, like, the other ones were, but this one is like, I think on top of that. Yeah, I was just partially misremembering just then. But you know, like I said, it's been a while. Fucking force field. But yeah, I just cannot stress it enough. Come on, man, don't let this be a demise point. Just do me justice here. Okay, good. Yeah, let's just get some more hits on these guys. But yeah, I do personally, I find it interesting how that would pan out, like, because the fact that they were anticipating on conceptualizing the premise of an Activision-wide multi-IP crossover PvP game with characters not only from Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, but also from other franchises such as Call of Duty and Overwatch. That would have been really interesting. Imagine like seeing characters like fucking like Junkrat and all that. Well, Reaper in the same game as Crash Bandicoot, that'd be lit. Although like it's been a while since I played Overwatch, so like it's once again it's gonna take a lot of adjustments. It's gonna take a lot to refresh my memory on that. Okay, that's close. Oh fuck, okay, this is officially a dangerous game. Yeah, I had to hold on to that magnetic force field just then. Son of a bitch.
3, 2, 1, go!
Currently not having the best outcome at this point in time, but shit happens. But that's just it, like every year can't 100% be the same, you know. There's a reason why you call these things memories. It's like you can never 100% replicate a memory, but you can, like, you know, but you can still, you know, create new memories in honor of them. So yeah, that is pretty much the point of these types of live streams. Alright, here we go. I'm aware that, like, some of it, like, I'll admit, some of it, like, I don't wanna, like, you know, I think some of the outcome is partially due to the fact that I feel as though, like, I'm putting a bit too much pressure on myself on top of that. Especially in terms of, like, you know, living up to certain standards and stuff. But, you know, that's just... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good to challenge yourself, but yeah, I think, like, that's partially... But, like, it comes naturally, though, because if you haven't streamed in ages, like, you feel overwhelmed. But yeah, if anyone here is, like, you know, still watching the live stream, what are your 2 cents on, like, all the topics that I've, you know, recently discussed within the live stream? Because it'd be interesting to hear.
3, 2, 1, go!
It'd be interesting to hear what you people have to say. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to be really careful. Son of a bitch, fucking hell. Okay, yeah, that's payback. Okay, those are better shots. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, not many people in the chat at the moment, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes, like, it's good to chill and recalibrate, you know. Plus, since I'm dealing with the same predicament for a bit of time, I might as well just, like, it'll probably allow me a bit of time to, like, you know, just chill out a bit and not put so much pressure on myself, per se. Speaking of which, that actually helped me pick up the crystal in this level. Okay, here we go. Now moving on to Tilt Panic.
Three, two, one, go!
Okay, I'm gonna be really careful here. Yeah, I'm trying to remember other stuff that I have to say, but there's a lot to... But you know, there's a lot to remember. But it just makes that piss easy.
Crash wins. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, that was close.
Crash wins. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, officially mutated. What the fuck? Okay, that was cheap. I should have pushed him off.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. I don't know.
Crash wins.
I have to say, that was a risky moment of payback just then. But, had to be done. I mean, I put myself at risk of having that fucking £500 weight fall on top of my head. Just at the prospect of killing him faster. But fortunately, since it went this way, it was worth it. Of course, it wouldn't have been worth it if it panned out the other way, but fuck it. But yeah, just tilting platform. Like, it tilts even more in the Crystal Challenge, so honestly, like, these two are nothing compared to the Crystal Challenge. But yeah, it'd be interesting if we got a Crash Bash remake. And the Crash Team Rumble did not, like... It's not the same thing as Crash Bash. It didn't achieve the same thing, because Crash Bash is not like an online PvP multiplayer, and on top of that, it doesn't have the same gameplay concept.
Time up.
Okay, I really gotta recalibrate myself. It's definitely been ages since I played this game. Not gonna lie, it would be nice to see more people in the chat, but at the same time, like, you know, I get that some people are busy, plus it's a Monday as well. But this is like the best time. It's the best time I could have gotten this livestream done. Since, like, it's the only available time in January that I have to do this stream. Fucking time up. Could have pushed him off.
2, 1, go!
I mean, 30 seconds to be fair is... It's not a lot, but it's not too little at the same time. That makes it a lot easier, the lightning bolt. Where the fuck was that in the first round? Okay, come on, let's go. On the plus side, I don't even have to touch them.
You win.
Okay, moving on to the Crystal Challenge now. I find it hard to believe that I've been live for almost 2 hours now. Okay, let's jump into the Crystal Challenge. This one, they certainly take it up to the next level, but it is manageable. But since, you know, all the outcome is like RNG based,
3, 2,
I just don't know what to expect. Okay, come on. Fuck yes. Perfect. It's exactly what we need.
You win.
Talk about an epic comeback. That's exactly what I needed after the piss take of a gem challenge that I've had with this level. Honestly, fuck that shit. Okay, that's one less problem to deal with. Okay, Pogo a go-go. Okay, let's do this.
Go.
God, I need speed shoes. Yeah, here we are. That's a great way to like cheese. That's a great way to like pick up extra points. Gotta be really careful here. I think it's been like, for me personally, like it's been like way too long since I've live streamed. I know I, you know, distance myself. Like, yeah, the disconnect is real. You can tell. But like, there's a good reason for it, you know. It doesn't mean like there's anything wrong with the live stream. It's just there's a good reason as to why like things aren't panning out the way they're supposed to. Okay, it's a great outcome.
Crash wins. Three, two, one.
But yeah, if anyone pops into the chat, anyone that's present, feel free to drop a comment. How's the start of your new year been? Oh yeah, also, what do you call it? Also hope you lot had a great Christmas or celebrated the holidays well, depending on what you celebrate. Depending on whatever you celebrate. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Okay, that's fucked up. I mean, no, the missile was going there, but still could have dodged it. Okay, I won that one.
Wins.
I don't know what it is, but like, just
One, go.
like the energy's definitely different in this live stream. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's to do with the fact that I haven't been playing for so long. I don't think it's to do with the fact that I've done this like so many times. It's just that I haven't streamed in ages to the point where it just feels like it's just gonna take a lot of time to readjust. But yeah, I apologize for those who are expecting like, you know, a normal, consistent, like, you know, string of commentary. But sometimes, like, you know, you gotta do what's right for you. Okay, gem challenge. So yeah, Crash Team Rumble, as I was saying, that game sort of achieved its own thing.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, it was a game of its own type. Cause so like, you can't directly compare Crash Bash and Crash Team Rumble to each other. Crash Team Rumble, like, actually has online multiplayer and Crash Bash doesn't. Not only that, but like, it doesn't have the same format of gameplay either. It doesn't have the same setup. Like, it doesn't have the same setup, so it's like, you don't even know, you don't know what to expect. Okay, let's get as much points as possible. Okay. What the fuck? You just spontaneously... Like, Rillaru just spontaneously got down to 0 points. Like, you just randomly scored 0 points, like... when I've been scoring like all these points left, right and centre. Oh well, fuck it. But you know, it feels as though the older you get, the more you accept stuff, you know, for what they are. But yeah, so far, like, I've only had like one active person in the chat. I mean, fair enough, a mad dog for lurking in the chat, I appreciate that, but it does help when people chat a bit more. At least it's good to know I'm past this gem challenge now. Okay, let's go to the crystal challenge. The one where you have to score as many points in one go. It's like the highest score within like a single round. Well, not single round, but like in a single square that you create. Like, that is your final score. Like, it pisses me off when they like, you know, create all this extra bullshit. And I got the same amount of points as previously. Oh, come on. Yeah, I need speed shoes. That's a fact. Oh my fucking days. You can't be serious. 28. That's a bit better. I mean, you can score up to at least like 30 points. I don't know. On this level. Like, that's all they're good at doing. Using fucking weapons. Pieces of shit. That's all. Like, that's all the AI knows how to do. Oh, see, Koala Kong got 32 points right there. Like, he just miraculously got 32 points out of the blue right there. Piss off, Cortex. Okay, let's do this shit. I'm gonna get more boots. Stupid cunt. Son of a bitch. And because of that, he stole my fucking power up. Alright, let's go. 22, bitch. Oh, but he's got 31, the lucky fucker. I'm not surprised because Koala Kong has 33 points, so... Fuck yes, speed boots. That's exactly what I need. I don't know, like, the RNG is just so fucking bullshit all of a sudden. Well, not just all of a sudden, but like... Okay, 31 points, now that's more like it. All I'll do is prevent them from scoring. Yeah, that's payback, bitch. Okay. I mean, this chat... Yeah, the chat's definitely been pretty quiet, so like... It's not giving like... It's sort of giving a bit less buzz. I think that's the difference as well. But yeah, no, hopefully like... Hopefully it'll pick up at some point soon. But I don't know, depending on how things go, I might call the stream early. But great to know I won this one. To be honest, it was about fucking time. Yeah, I've been streaming for over 2 hours now, and I'm still in Warproom 2. Okay, Space Bash. Here we go. Yeah, it is taking a bit longer than I expected, but sometimes it is to be expected. Sometimes the unexpected is to be expected. But yeah, here we are, Space Bash, one of my favourite levels. Rough housing in space and making holes in platforms. Cortex got blown up within seconds. Yeah, this one's actually really fun. It's definitely a lot less jarring than the previous one. But I think the only thing Crash Team Rumble and Crash Bash like actually have in common is like the bash levels, but that's about it. like, it doesn't mix up the type of, you know, it doesn't mix up the entire variety of, you know, different types of levels that Crash Bash has. So like, you can't say that, you know, Crash Team Rumble achieved the same thing as Crash Bash did, because it achieved something else. That was a good kill, by the way. That was a perfect shot. Just took out, I legit just took out the platform beneath Koala Kong within like that one TNT crate track. Could have been 2 times the charm in 2 different types of projectile, in 2 different types of ways, but fucking hell. Okay, Akaku has no business being a viewer, but you know. Okay. Yeah, I'll deal with that in a bit.
3, 2, 1, go!
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, either way happens, whether we get a Crash Bash remake or not. Anyways, there have been other events that have been going on with, like, what do you call it, that happened in 2024, such as like Summer Game Fest 2024 and the Game Awards 2024. And yes, that's it, people. You guessed it, people. Just like previous years, we still haven't gotten an E3. Well, because it ended up being cancelled altogether. So yeah, Summer Game Fest is like, has been taken over. Even though it was ran by the same people, you know. Okay, let me just get rid of this shit. Just another one of those fake self-promoters right there. Oh, cheers for the follow with your new account there, Sandra, and cheers for stopping by. X Lara Yellow Sword X, that's her new Twitch account. Yeah, she changes her username quite a lot. But anyways, yeah, how you been, Sandra? And how's the start of your new year been on top of that? Hey, you're in the chat as well. It says, hi, cool Pro 5, long time. You stream. Yeah, it's been ages. It's been almost a year. Yeah, it's definitely been a long time, and honestly, it's a massive readjustment for me personally. I think it's because, like, I don't know whether it's to do with the fact that I left an even longer, you know, a longer time gap between the 2 streams, but yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, like, we don't even have, like, E3 anymore, because, like, I remember in 2022 it was in, like, its worst shape possible, but then, like, in 2023 it was, I don't know, it was kind of, like, it was cancelled but under false pretenses, I'd say, because they didn't know, the ESA they didn't even know what they were doing when it came to like, you know, setting up the event. Not just that, but like, I think just, okay, that was cheap. I could have killed Cortex there and then, but what the fuck's going on? How are you? Just long time, how are you? Yeah, more or less the same. I'm pretty decent on the surface, but of course, like, in terms of life in general, just gotta keep pushing forward. Just gotta keep pedaling forward with what you want to achieve. But yeah, I've been pretty decent. How you been all this time? But yeah, I definitely miss E3 as an event. Yeah, it's such a shame that they'd cancel an event as big as E3, especially because of like mismanagement going on behind closed doors. It's like, why can't they just have it coexist with Summer Game Fest, just like they did in 2021? Because that would have worked. I remember the reason behind it was the fact that you know, I think, well, from my personal recollection, I remember that the reason behind it was to do with the fact that they were unable to set up a bunch of kiosks and get like as many demos as possible in order to have like more people turn up to like, you know, an in-person event. But here's the thing, like, to get demos, they could like, you know, it doesn't just take like physical copies anymore, because now that everything's like digital, they could just like, you know, get a code and then they could just get a download code like specifically for the event, just like certain people have been getting with specific games for those who are YouTube partners. They would have been able to, like, they still would have been able to set up in-person kiosks, because with like, you know, all the consoles and stuff that they would have had in place. Okay, here we are in the Egyptian space level. It's interesting how they change aesthetic. And it would be cool if we had like a... Yeah, it would be cool if they had a thingy-majig, what you call it. If they had like, you know, that Arabic level. If they were to remake it, they could actually like bring back that scrapped concept of like, you know, an Arabian level arena. Which, you know, I think they use as a tiebreaker for the prototype. But yeah, back to E3 at the moment. Yeah, Cortex is just like circulating. Pushed him in right there. Okay, that was pretty fortunate. Yeah. Man just fly kicked you. Sandra says, I'm doing good on YouTube, 1,419 subscribers. Great to know. Also, congratulations. You're almost on 1.5k there. Yeah, you're doing pretty decent. For starting out anyway. But yeah, you're doing decent for someone who's starting out. Okay, now for the tank levels. XD. Yeah, it's funny the way Cortex got killed just then. But yeah, back to E3. It's definitely one of those things that, you know, I think shouldn't have been scrapped, but they did it because they felt it was the right decision to make. But yeah, like, my train of thought is like all over the place right now because of like, you know, so many things that have been going on in my personal life, and on top of that, like, the fact that I've not live streamed in ages. Like, I am partially out of touch. Yeah, Real Rouge one. She says me is wrong thing. E3 need it. Yeah, we need E3. Yeah, I remember how difficult your comments are to read it sometimes, but you know, just to like make sense out of them. But hey, they are what they are. Okay, that was much easier than previously. And she's like, yeah, sorry. No need to apologize, but, you know, you do what you can. But yeah, honestly, it was mismanaged, Summer Game Fest, for what it was worth. And not only that, but the content in a way was partially lacking at the same time. Like, a lot of it was like, you know, a fuck ton of indie games. a lot of it was like a fuck ton of like indie games and less AAA games. But with that being the case, like, especially throughout like my time doing the game development course that I was taking, like as in like taking a deeper dive into game development, like I've pretty much like, you know, sort of like reached and developed more of a deeper appreciation for fan games in general, because of the fact that, you know, there's a lot more heart and soul put into those games. There's a lot more heart, soul and dedication put into those games. Well, a lot more heart, soul, dedication and persistence put into those games in comparison to like AAA games being developed by massive companies. Yeah, it's interesting like to see what people come up with. But there's just been like a lot of indie games and certain, you know, fronts, they weren't really, well, with certain companies they were unable to, specific companies were actually unable to, like, you know, either present the way they normally present, or they weren't able to present during the E3 time period, aka the Summer Game Fest time period, as it's now known as.
2, 1, go!
But yeah, it just wasn't like your conventional type of like event, especially with like Summer Game Fest. But you know what, like, it's a reality that I've come to accept, because, you know, things change as a sign of the times. People just, like, less and less companies are actually, you know, giving a fuck about all the things that, you know, we were passionate about. Which it sucks, because like, the only part that sucks about it is because it puts a damper on things, because the fact that, you know, something that we were once passionate about is like, you know, has reached its demise. I sincerely apologize that for, like, you know, the effect that it's putting on the commentary as well. I really don't want to give off like negative energy in my commentary.
Time up.
But like, it's just the topics that,
2, 1.
but you know, it's just stuff that I remember from the previous year and how it all panned out. Plus, like, 2024 has been such a jungle of a year. Sandra says, yeah, I understand, friend. Yeah, see, that's the thing, like, you know, that's the thing. That's precisely, that's just it. Like, I just come to accept a lot of things in the end.
3,
But yeah, that's
1, go!
But yeah, that's precisely it. You just come to accept stuff for what they are. Especially the older you get.
You fail.
Okay, I really need to pay more attention to this.
2, 1, go!
Alright, here we go. Wait, there's a lot more to be said about that as well, but I'm just trying to remember. I know for a fact that on the PlayStation front, State of Play was done, well, that was done 2 years in a row now actually, but in both 2023 and 2024, they did it like a month early. Or basically like a few weeks early or so. But yeah, I think this time round they did it like a month early, because they did State of Play in May this time as opposed to June. I don't know whether or not it's something to do with the fact that they didn't want to associate themselves with Summer Game Fest or not, but it's a possibility, at the very least. As for all the other press conferences, it's interesting. Like it's interesting to see like how much of a decline there has been with like a majority of them. Like take Microsoft for example with like the Xbox press conference. Yeah, because I'm not sure if Sony wanted to distance themselves from it or not, but yeah. But take Microsoft for example, with the way that press conference panned out. Like in terms of like the hardware that they presented, like there's pretty much like nothing, there was nothing new for them to present, because the next console that they presented, they were just like, okay, I'm on a fucking Crystal Challenge, and I see trying to commentate and trying to do these challenges now I've miraculously become a bigger problem for me. Then again, it's been fucking ages. Okay, what the fuck? How the fuck did I lose health that quickly? That was so cheap. I noticed I'm not using any of my mines either. I remember in previous live streams, I've been having much better outcomes. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I even noticed in some of the pogo stick levels that I've been scoring like, I've been getting lower scores than what I've been trying to achieve, than what I've been anticipating to achieve. But yeah, even Sandra in the chat's like, what the fuck? Although like, I don't know what Microsoft are thinking when they announced that, like, I'm gonna level with you though. I don't know what Microsoft were thinking when it came to that fucking shit. See, they're using their fucking minds, but in the most fucked up places. Plus I gotta kite that turret. See, this is what's interrupting these topics as well, like all these in-game fuck-ups. I haven't really had a chance to recalibrate, but you know. But here's the thing, like I said a lot of what I wanted to say, so like I don't want to do too much of the same thing. Fucking hell, I could have escaped that. What the fuck's going on?
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, I'm actually... Okay, now there's that glitch where I'm physically stuck. Okay, let me put a mine, see whether or not they fuck off. No, they don't, they just wanna... They just wanna get up my ass like they normally like to do. Okay, let's be really careful here. They're fucking tank fetishes. Okay, that's good. About fucking time. I mean, I've had previous instances where it went a lot better, but you know, it is the way it is. Right, okay, Bearminator, here we are. Second boss fight.
You are progressing very well. More challenges lie ahead in the next warp room. Show us you are worthy of them by defeating the mechanical bears.
Three, two, one, go!
Alright, here we go. Alright, let's do this. What the fuck? Okay, that was cheap. Okay, too many piss takes going on.
One, go!
You know, there's part of me that actually wants to call it earlier than restart again at a later point. And just like call it a trial run. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, here we go. Ah, that was close.
You win!
That was easier than expected. Okay, let's move on to Warp Room 3. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I was debating whether or not to scrap it or not, but yeah, let's just jump into Embolism. See how this goes. Yeah, I apologize. It's just the way the game has been panning out. But like, I'm not sure whether or not like a second one will work out. But yeah. Okay, let's move on to Embolism. Okay, special items.
One,
Okay, in terms of like the Microsoft press conference that they had going on in E3, like it was so different. Yeah, I can tell my commentary is like completely out of touch too right now. I never anticipated being this out of touch. I'm telling you. I don't know, I've never felt this off before. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. I'm usually like way more energetic than this. I don't know, it's just part of it's to do with the way the game's panning out, but you know. That's why like I was debating whether or not to scrap it here or scrap it at like Oxide Ride. Yeah, part of me was thinking to save it for a better... But here's the thing, like, today was supposed to be like a good day to do it, but now that all this is happening, I don't know. I'm just not sure. See, my point exactly, you know what? Like... I think I might just finish this walkthrough and call it. Just call it a trial run. Or at least complete the game any percent and call it a trial run. And then just like do all 3 games on another in another stream. Or maybe just call the next one a continuation livestream, I don't know. Because, honestly, I just... Well, not even a continuation, just like a... Sort of like a retake, per se. Because I do feel out of touch, like, I feel even more out of touch than usual. But not to say that this livestream's going bad, it's just no, it's just the energy. It's just the energy, you know. Plus it'd be nice to have like more people in the chat. I think that was also the reason why some of the previous live streams were more energetic, because there were more people popping into the chat and it was like, so like it made it more convenient. It just made it easier for like the commentary to flow. But yeah, here we are. Alright, that's good.
3, 2, 1, go!
I was reading a comment, that's why I let it slip. See, like, I'm even letting stuff slip now too, it's like... Just can't. Nah man, come on, this can't be my demise. Although I think like if I redo this, I'll drop certain topics that don't need to be discussed. You know, because they've already been discussed. Not all of them bear repeating. So like, in a way, this live stream in a way is sort of like a lesson, in a way. Well, not a lesson, but like, just more of like a trial run, per se. like it's more of, you know, how do I put it? Not a contingency, because it's already in place. I've been live for over 2 hours and I feel like I've been here for too long. See, I could have been better for time. See, this is a fucking trophy challenge. And I'm dying to all this shit, like, what the fuck?
Cortex wins.
I mean, 2 hours, I probably would have been halfway through this warp room by now.
One, go.
Okay. I mean, this is good to keep for like certain aspects, because like it just shows the progression of me coming back. But if it's been like over a year, I'm not sure if it's 100% to do with duration though, because everyone has like moments, you know, everyone has their moments. You just can't help circumstances. Honestly, I never thought it would come to this, but here we are. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Sandra. I'm just like, I'm just concentrating on the gameplay right now. Yeah, I'll probably just finish this warp room and call it a day. Because it is starting to feel a bit much. It's, you know, it shouldn't do. It shouldn't normally feel this overwhelming. But you know, that's just the way it is. Yeah, you can't force yourself, that's just it. You can't force yourself to function, but you know, at least, you know, at least on the plus side, it builds more content. But yeah, but the reason why this is the most convenient day to do it though is because, like, you know, the house is like, it's when like the house is the most quiet. But despite like, you know, despite the few disturbances, the odd few disturbances that I had to put up with, like, you know, I just reckon it could have gone so much better. Alright. Wait, how much is required to Big Bad Fox? 10 gems. So I just need one more gem and one crystal. Well, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get all them anyway. Honestly, I really don't want to feel like, you know, this is a demise, but you know, sometimes you just gotta accept things for what they are. Exactly as anticipated. I don't know, maybe after this crystal challenge I might even call it. Okay. I get that a lot of people are busy on Monday as well because people got work and all that, and that's fair enough. Okay, that was a good outcome. But yeah, I think I might call it after this crystal challenge because honestly, I just... yeah, it does feel like a bit much. Sandra says, if easy, know that firearm called pro. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, but yeah, I get what you mean. She also says, never give up. Agree. Yes, 2 hours. No problem, have everybody rusty get zone, pal. It didn't make sense, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Because people do get rusty, especially after such a long time. Alright, so she also says, agree, not help everybody, but understand honesty. Yeah, that's the thing, like, sometimes if people can't help the situation that they're in, like, they have to, like, find a way to deal with it. Yeah, not force yourself. Exactly, you can't force yourself. Can't force yourself to continue if you're being pushed to your limits. But I wouldn't exactly say I'm being pushed to my limits, it's just that, you know, my anticipations for this were a lot higher. Let's put it that way. I think this might be the last challenge I play before I raid someone. Okay, that was a good shot. Okay. See, this is what I don't fucking like. These just poor outcomes. Like, there's just too many of them. But to be fair, like, I wasn't concentrating enough, but that's the problem, like, I have too much to talk about. But like, not all of it is coming at the same time, or not all of it is coming at a rate that I like for it to, like, you know, pop into my head. Because I have too much to multitask. That's what I figured. That's what I fucking figured. Okay. Okay, well, that's pretty decent. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. That didn't go as bad as I thought it would. I might continue. I'm not sure, should I continue or not, because it's been... Because I might not have time to do it again, that's the thing. It's part of the problem. You know what, I'll just... That crystal challenge turned out to be pretty good, but I don't know how the rest of it is gonna go, because it's been a bit much to process. You know, I think I'll just call it. Just gotta take it easy, you know. Yeah, Sandra even says agree. Use it later, bro. Okay, well, I'll raid someone. I'll see who else is playing Crash Bash. And then just call it. I mean, it'll count it as extra content. Oh, no one else is playing Crash Bash but me. Alright. I'll see who else is playing a game that's similar. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, I think I should consider this a trial run now because it's... It wasn't exactly what I anticipated, but it was what it was. I just don't know who to rate. I had a lot to process. Okay, I think I found someone to raid. I'll just raid Skinny Arms Novak. Alright, that'll definitely be the case. Okay, been live for almost 3 hours now. So anyways, for those of you who are watching this on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Alright, so I'll be picking up where I left off. Well, not be picking up, but I'll be doing like... probably be doing like, you know, a better retake of this live stream at some point. Because this live stream has been more of a... I decided to call it a trial run at this point because of the way everything panned out. It could have gone so much better. Not to say that it was a bust or anything, because it wasn't, because I haven't live streamed in a long time. It was partially to be expected, so in all honesty I have to gotta take all possibilities into account. But it's gonna be a tighter squeeze, but you know, we'll have to see. How it's all gonna pan out. So anyways, for those of you who are watching this live on Twitch, stick around for the raid and feel free and be sure to drop a follow if you haven't. And for those of you who are watching this archived on YouTube, feel free and be sure to subscribe, like or rate, however you want to put it. Drop a comment below to leave constructive feedback if you possibly can, and stick around and share around with, and also share it around with whoever possible, and stay tuned for whatever's up next on both, and stay tuned for whatever's up next in terms of future content for both my YouTube and Twitch channels. Until then, laters everyone, peace out.